Hey guys, the weirdest thing happened Sunday night. Why don't I start with Saturday night? It'll explain things better. Saturday night, I get up, it's raining lightly. I get dressed and I go out to my car to go somewhere. And my car wouldn't start. The dome light wouldn't come on. It was dead. The battery was toast. And I thought, it gave me trouble last winter. I didn't replace it. I should have. I'm paying for it now. Oh, this sucks. It's Sunday. So everybody was asleep. Nobody could really help. So I thought, I'll have to wait till everybody wakes up to figure out what's up. So I go out there, pop the hood, try to get the battery out. It won't come and quit raining. And I can't get the battery out. I try everything. I disconnect the main terminals, the positive and negative, but the bolt holding the bottom of the battery in, I couldn't get out. I just couldn't. I tried everything. In the heat, direct sun, it was like 90 degrees. I could not get that bolt out with any, because of where it's positioned. I needed a socket, an extender, and a wrench, and I didn't have those. So, I'm disgusted. I get a hold of my neighbor. She has a small window of time she can help me. So she comes over, takes me to go get my battery. She drops me off with my new battery. And then later comes over with another neighbor that's got the tools, the socket and the wrench and the extender, and he gets that bolt off in like less than 2 minutes. Put the new battery on, connect it up, everything starts, it's great. But my lights wouldn't go off. Still. So I disconnect the negative so it doesn't run the battery down. And I come inside disgusted and dejected. Get online to try to research what the problem could be. And probably, more than likely, it was a relay or a switch. Third would be a short in one of the neutrals somewhere that's connected to the frame, and that would be harder to find. So I was hoping it was a relay. So I'm researching. I make my list of things to look into, and I start my laundry. I finally get my laundry done. I do 4 loads. I had to do all my winter bedding so I could get that stuff off my bed and pack it up and put it away. And as it was finishing up, I was watching YouTube videos and fell asleep in my chair. I could hear my dog outside barking, but she was barking and barking, just continuous. And she barks at the wind. So it wasn't that abnormal for her to be carrying on like that. But it seemed like it went on forever. Get my bed all set up, come in, take a shower, and I lay down in bed. And she barks still occasionally, but calmed down quite a bit. I'm glad. And I could still hear her occasionally barking, so I knew she was okay. About 2 or 3 hours later, I wake up. Don't know why, but I did. And I was wide awake. So I grabbed my cell phone, powered it on, and I kept getting notifications from my trail cam company telling me something triggered my trail cam in the yard. So I go out to the yard, and I look, everything's quiet, everything looks fine. I'm standing on the porch just looking around, and everything's quiet. Dog comes out to see what I'm doing. It's all good. I go back in the house. And I start looking at the picture closer. And I realize it's my car that triggered the alarm. The taillights appear to be on. Well, if you'll remember, I disconnected the neutral so it wouldn't drain the battery because the lights wouldn't go off hours before. And I had not been outside since about 5, maybe 6 o'clock. It wasn't dark yet last time I was out. And now it's, 6 hours later or so, or more. Everything seems quiet. There's no taillights on. So I'm looking at the picture going, I don't understand. Why does my car look like it has taillights on when it doesn't even have power to it? So I click order video, and it takes, sometimes hours for the video to get downloaded and sent to me, the link or whatever. And it had been raining, and so that just makes more of a delay in those cases. So I wait and I wait. I can't see the video yet. And when I finally get the video, I'm looking at it real close. I don't see any people. I don't see any movement. My car most definitely didn't move. It was in the same position I put it in the day before after I put the new battery in it. I started up. It worked great. I turned it around facing out where it'd be easy to get out the gate or to work on it if I needed to. And it was in the same position. Everything looked normal. And then all of a sudden, at the end or beginning, I can't remember, of the video, it showed, because it looped, so it's hard to tell when they loop, something moved just at the corner of the camera, a video view of the camera. I mean, something like somebody's sleeve on their shirt or a shoulder or something. I don't know what it was. And so when the video came and I really started looking at it and cranked up the volume, I heard noises. The noises sounded kind of like what I remember javelina noises sounding like. Kind of like a grunt and a groan type mixture. It wasn't my dog, first of all. It wasn't her. It definitely wasn't human, there's no question. It was not human. And when I heard these noises, cranked it up and heard the noises, I got cold chills. I mean, literally got the creeps. Now, the trail cam I put up on the post. The post is over 5 foot tall. And it's a cut-off landscape timber that is on basically a corner post for a doggy ramp coming up onto my porch. And I just set the trail cam there, angled towards the gate so I could be notified when the neighbor came on Sunday with his tools to take the bolt off. And I just left it there because I was so tired, I just left it there. Well, I caught something. Not only is it strange as hell that it looks like my tail lights are on, I can't figure that out. But it makes no sense, no logical sense. The keys to the car were in my house. And when I disconnected the neutral, I went ahead and closed the hood and locked the car. Or closed the car. There's no way someone would have known where the button was to open the hood, and if they did, how they could have closed it without me hearing them, or even known how to open it, because it's an old car. There's a certain place on the hood you got to hit with your fist in a certain way to get it to pop up enough to get your hand through another area of the hood to open it. So it's complicated, and you got to know the tricks to it, just like with any old vehicle. So I don't know what that could have been, unless somehow something triggered the trail cam and the light came on, and the light was at a certain angle and angled, reflected off the taillights and made them look like they were lit up. It's the only way I can figure that out, but that's far-fetched as well. I just have no excuse or idea what that could be. But when I'm watching the video, I see something move, and it's definitely something moving that's alive. It's not the wind, it's not a moth, it's something big. What, I don't know. And then I heard the groan. Because at first I thought, well, maybe that's the corner of a moth wing or something. Moths don't groan. And they don't have a deep, gravelly groan. But I got it on video. I'm going to play it for you. I'm going to play the video twice, regular speed. Straight, just like I got it from the trail cam company. And then I'm going to play it twice, amplified volume, where you can most definitely hear the crickets and the bugs and all the night noises and the groans. And then the third time I play it, or the third section I'll play, will be the video slowed down, and I'll specify on there how slow it is, if I can, and you'll be able to hear it slowed down, amplified. But that's all coming from a little tiny mic on the trail cam. You usually can't hear much on those trail cams. So this had to have been close by. Problem is, this trail cam is 6 foot from my porch door. 6 foot. Another 6 foot, this thing, whatever it was, would have been on my front porch. And the actual trail cam is over 5 feet up in the air, sitting up on a a cut landscape timber. So it would have had to have been tall, in addition to big. It was definitely close to my house. And at that time, again, my dog barks at the wind. She barks at cars going by. She barks at the dogs across the street when they come out to their yard to potty. So, anything at all that was in my yard, if it was something like wolves or javelina, it would have eaten her up. They would have taken her down and for lunch. She's a big dog, but she's no match for stuff like that. And I have a perimeter fence that's 3.5 foot tall, all the way around my property. And javelinas couldn't have jumped that fence. They're too big. They're heavy. They're big. Short legs. I mean, they're like big fat sows on steroids. I mean, they're huge. They couldn't have gotten over that fence. Wolves, nah, this doesn't sound like any kind of a wolf noise. I don't know what it would be. Doesn't sound like a coyote noise. Again, this is a groan or a growl or something, and it's deep. So, you listen, you watch, tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm curious as what other people think it might be. It kind of freaks me out thinking I'm out there all the time at night, or I used to be, when I was off work. I would go out, feed the chickens, check on the chickens, water the garden, go out in the back field and feed and water the chickens in the middle of the night. I wasn't scared of anything. Never thought about anything. And hell, now I want to strap on my pistol on the way to my car, which is 20 feet away, knowing what I heard on that video. Call me paranoid, I don't know. I don't understand why my dog wants to stay out there. I don't get it. But she wasn't barking. Whatever that was, she was nowhere around making any noises, and she wasn't barking. So she may have taken off, went and hid somewhere. And I'm wondering just how often this thing comes. This can't be its first visit. Tell me what you think it is. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys are staying safe. I'm keeping busy. Since the first of the year, I've not had a whole lot of videos because life has been rough. Lots been going on here. A lot. And maybe sometime I'll share it with you. But I hope you're safe and happy and healthy. Take care and stay safe.